This is one of the most eaten fish in the world. You'll find it on menus in almost every city on Earth. Grilled over charcoal, glazed, sweetened, served over rice. It's cheap, it's ordinary, it's everywhere. And almost no one who eats it knows its secret. Not once, in all of recorded history. Every eel we eat begins its life out here, in a river. People have caught them, cooked them, traded them for thousands of years. They fill our lakes, our marshes, our estuaries. The people who fish them know their habits better than anyone. But ask the simplest question, and the whole thing falls apart. Where do baby eels actually come from? Follow a grown one back, and the trail vanishes into the sea. We have named it, studied it, drawn it for 2,000 years. And every eel in Europe, we now believe, is born in one distant ocean. Somewhere no human has ever watched. The ancient Greeks ate eels by the thousand, and it baffled their best minds. Aristotle decided they simply grew from the mud, from the guts of the earth. Astonishingly, that answer held for 2,000 years. No one could find a mother eel, or a father, or an egg. A young Sigmund Freud cut open 400 of them, hunting for their organs. Then a Dane, Johannes Schmidt, gave the mystery 18 years of his life. He crossed the Atlantic again and again, netting ever smaller larvae. Each one pointed further west, further from any land. The trail ended in the Sargasso Sea, but he never found one egg. And 100 years later, we still haven't. Centuries of searching, and still, no one has seen it begin. Because to breed, a grown eel attempts something almost unbelievable. It stops eating, its body changes, its eyes grow for the dark. Then it slips down through the estuaries, past the last of the land, and out into the open ocean. As much as 5,000 kilometers, one way. It swims for months, through cold and dark and crushing pressure, toward a sea it has never seen. And then it disappears. No one has ever managed to follow one the whole way. And yet, every single year, something comes back. This, a baby eel, newly arrived, and completely transparent. You can look straight through it, and see its heart beating. It looks nothing like the animal it will become. They return from the ocean in their millions. And on the riverbanks, in the dark, people are waiting. Almost every eel you can buy was raised on a farm like this. But here's the part that still stops scientists cold. We can grow them, we still cannot make them. So the whole industry depends on catching wild babies from the sea. A tiny animal we can raise, but cannot begin. One lab, in Japan, has done it once, never at the scale a dinner plate needs. And that dependence turns a see-through baby into something valuable. This is where the real money begins. In a good year, by weight, glass eels are worth more than silver. A jar full, scooped from a river at night, can be worth a small fortune. The demand comes from the other side of the world, where eel is a delicacy. But you cannot farm what you cannot breed. So the babies have to come from somewhere. And that is how a protected animal ends up inside a suitcase. The numbers are almost hard to believe. Each year, hundreds of millions of live glass eels are smuggled out of Europe. Bagged, hidden in luggage, kept just alive in a little water. Flown to farms in Asia, grown to full size, and sold around the world. Europol has called it one of the largest wildlife crimes on the planet. Worth, in the biggest years, billions of euros. Kilo for kilo, investigators say it can rival the drug trade. And most of us eat the result without ever knowing. A vast, hidden industry, built on a gap in our own knowledge. Meanwhile, the animal at the center of all this is running out of time. The rivers it needs to climb are blocked by dams and weirs. The wetlands where it grows up are drying out. And the water that's left is often poisoned. In 40 years, the number of babies reaching Europe has collapsed by more than 90%. A creature that outlasted the dinosaurs, vanishing on our watch. Which is why a handful of people refuse to let the mystery go. Scientists who have spent whole careers chasing the one thing no one has seen. Tagging the adults, tracking them, racing them toward the Sargasso. And fishers who have watched these rivers empty in a single lifetime. Both are chasing the same missing chapter. Because if we solve it, we might still save the animal. And if we don't, we lose the mystery and the eel together. So, back to the plate in front of you. It looks simple, cheap, even. But nothing about it is simple. Every piece began as a wild baby, from a birth no one has ever seen. We have mapped the oceans and read the eel's entire genome. And still, the very first moment of its life is a blank page.